Yes, hello, it is I, Danhausen here. That's right, the Danhausen. Very nice, very evil. Love that Danhausen, so on and so forth.
Hey, this is Colt Cabana, professional wrestler and former professional podcaster.
This is the artist formerly known as Fandango, a.k.a. Dirty Dango, a.k.a. Captain Midnight.
This is former WWE superstar and the greatest European champ of all time, D'Lo Brown here.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle.
Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet.
This is the king of NXT, Lexus. King?
Bro, it's Vince Russo.
What's the name of your thing?
The Fig Cave.
Tune into the Fig Cave.
You are listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
I love listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
And you are listening to a podcast right now. It's the Fig Cave.
And this is the Fig Cave.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
You are listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
With my boys Phil, Tommy, and Nick. And if you're not listening, then you better recognize.
The Fig Cave podcast, the best podcast out there today. We are the podcast with the most stuff. We have the podcast that's the most buff. And we are the podcast, if you listen to us long enough, you won't be able to get enough.
God bless America. Buy action figures. I hate pro wrestling.
Not your cursed.
Got it, bro? Good.
All right. We're here. It's Elimination Chamber. We got lots of figure news. It's the Fig Cave. Welcome in. Full. All three of us are in tow here. Tommy and Nikki up in beautiful Connecticut. Well, I got 60-degree weather down here. I don't know about you guys up there, but it's freaking beautiful down here.
No jacket, no hoodie. I needed a long sleeve, but I can deal with that.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Maryland, Baltimore area, very, very humid, very like tempered. Played catch with the kid. Played some basketball with him today. Not to rub it in, Tommy. Used both hands. Our lovely Tommy Paradise, if you're watching on the live on the YouTube, had a little bit of an injury. Let's get into that before we get started. How did this happen? What happened?
I was playing men's league hockey, living out my dreams.
Yes.
And I played goalie. I made a save with my glove, and like a normal save. And then it was a good save, but I don't know if I was like at a weird angle or what, but like my arm was going back already, and then once the puck went into my glove, the weight kind of took it back even further.
Yeah.
I felt a pop, and I was like, oh, maybe I just hyperextended something. I took my, took a couple seconds to rub some dirt on it, and then tried to put my glove back on, and I couldn't hold it up. So I was like, fuck, what is going on here? Luckily, my nephew played in a game before mine, and he was still there watching, and he's a nurse. Helped me. I went to the bench, was watching my team play without a goalie, which is frustrating. And then he I took my shirt off or whatever, or my pads off, and he looked at my arm, and he's like, "We need to go to the emergency room."
Damn.
So he knew exactly right away that it was a torn bicep.
He threw up the X.
Yeah, exactly. So I have Popeye arm, they're calling it, where my arm literally is a straight line because there's nothing holding anything together, and then there's a bump.
Oh, torn.
Yeah.
Bicep. Oh,
and then more of a line. So it starts at my
man.
elbow. Yeah.
Very common cheerleading injury. Not for me, but.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. I have an ortho appointment on Friday. Probably having to have surgery again.
Not good, dude. Are you worried about as we're not young, we're not super old, but it's cool that you're still doing physical stuff like playing hockey, and I'm sure you love it. But are you worried this or as you get older here that this is going to happen? Is this like a freak thing you think, or is this just? It's
definitely a freak thing. Definitely a freak thing. But
it sounds like it.
But this is my second surgery I'm going to probably have to have in a year.
Yeah.
So I'm a little in my feelings about that. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't get too down in it. Shit happens, but
Now, did Fulton Reed apologize after the game?
Dude, that's the thing. The shot wasn't even super hard. I don't know what that's what I mean. It's such a freak thing. It wasn't this blistering slap shot that
Bro, it's always the dumbest things will be
Yeah.
Like what the Mets reliever that he fucking
Oh, he was jumping up and down,
jumping
celebrating the World
celebrating his
Baseball Classic.
WBC, and it was like,
Or the
yeah,
guy at
him
the
out.
Super Bowl, the linebacker at the Super Bowl was getting hyped
Yeah.
up and like popped up on the sideline to run on the field and just pulled like his ACL just tore or whatever
Yeah.
it was. So
Heather's torn her ACL twice,
Mhm.
and once it was like turning the corner in CVS, and then the other time she pushed down on a shovel, like to plant something, and it went then too. Like it's like you said, it's the stupidest stuff. Like, so I'm actually really upset that like it happened now, because it's like a what they say, 4 to 6 week recovery from the surgery, and then 3 to 6 month recovery to be like back to your normal self.
So your summer's fucked.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be playing much golf this summer, which frustrates me. But
And like CM Punk last year, you're gonna miss WrestleMania.
yeah, yep.
You know.
So I just
similar injury, yeah.
So
hopefully I get some good news Friday. Maybe I don't have to have surgery. Maybe it's just like a small tear. I don't know, but we'll see.
We got some of our boys in the chat here. We got Mike Lanham, we got Daryl Jones, we got Peter Jones, we got Jamal Paul, Michael Lunkerich, Andrew RDL. What's up, boys? Thanks for joining us. Got a good crew in here, man. We got a good show. I'm excited about this despite your unfortunate injury. We got some card talk. We got some Mattel reveals. We got some new figures from Ringside. We got some Mattel creation stuff. And Elimination Chamber this weekend, guys. Are you going to be watching live?
I don't know.
I will be working for Mr. Zombie this weekend.
Oh, okay,
Shipping
nice.
some CM Punks out to everybody. So
is that in New York City or okay?
Up, not outside the city. So
okay.
Maybe me and Mr. Sapienza will be watching it like on an iPad on the way back.
Okay, well, make that money, baby.
Go green.
I like that. I am watching with my son. My wife is out of town going on a little girls trip with a friend of hers in some random town in Pennsylvania. Do some like shopping and just kind of hang out. They've got an Airbnb. So me and the kid, and I think his like best friend is now. My son is kind of like getting out of wrestling a little bit, getting more into sports. His best friend, it's like a huge sports, like soccer, like travel soccer kid, is getting really into wrestling. Like every time he comes over here, he's like wants to play with the Nationals wrestlers, playing the video game. I gave him a bunch of figs. His mom's like, "Oh my god, what did you do to this fucking kid?" He's like nonstop. He won't stop talking about it. We're watching Peacock. He's like balls deep in it. So I invited him to come over. Order some wings or something. So that'll be good.
Wings? You're gonna do wings? Change it up?
Yeah, I never order wings like for delivery. I always get wings at restaurants. But there's this freaking, it's kind of like the place that Zach ordered from, that hip hop chicken. It's called Bangin' Fish and Chicken. It's on like the main road in Catonsville here. The parking lot Fridays and Saturdays, there you cannot fit another car in there. I thought it was like, it went into one of those buildings where there's been like 30 restaurants. They all fail in like 6 months. And I don't know what's going on with this place, but I don't know if they're doing little chicken boxes or what, but I'm going to try. It. So
sounds
love
good.
wings. Yeah.
Logan's got playoff hockey this weekend. So if they win Friday night, they play Saturday night. And if they win Saturday night, they play Sunday. So I don't know what my plan is for this weekend. So I might be watching on my phone while on the ride home.
Is this it for hockey before baseball starts, or is this not the last hurrah?
This is it. He played a tournament last weekend for like the town team, and then this is his travel team that they have playoffs, and this is it. And then they practice for like 2 weeks after, and then they have tryouts for next season.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah, and then baseball. So
cool.
The end is in sight.
Yeah, no, there's no end in sight.
There is no end.
There's no end. There's always sports. Do we have any corrections from Tommy from Legal? I don't think so. I think we've been doing pretty good. Tommy, if you're listening, give us some corrections. I'm going to say some stuff wrong here
on purpose.
The episode. Huh? Oh, sorry.
Got trouble?
No, my son.
Oh, you got to go. You got to plan some more vacations.
No, I don't have to go anywhere.
So much money.
My son likes a specific.
To plan vacations.
My son likes a specific box fan Spotify soundtrack to play the entire time he's sleeping. And I have to control it from my phone every single night, but we do what we have to, right?
That's right.
All right, what were we talking about?
You're going to say some things
corrections
wrong.
and omissions.
Oh yeah, corrections and omissions. Yeah, I'm going to say some things wroong on purpose, just to catch him off his guard. But
Nick, I think I figured something out here. while you were talking about how you Phil's like smiling, thinks. But anyway, you were talking about how you're working for Zombie this weekend, and I work for Jack, and Phil was getting a little upset with us talking shit about Mitch. Maybe Phil wants to work for Mitch.
Smell collusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe that's what's happening here.
Grapplers, gimmicks, and Gentile.
Yeah.
The Triple G, yeah.
Triple G.
It could fit in with the logo. I do have to get in with a company. I feel like you guys are both in bed deep. People
You're
probably
a
think
Rush
we're
guy
like
for sure.
Oh, dude, I love those guys. I love those guys. Yeah.
Latooni's looking, I think.
Why would he hire anybody else? It's just a one-man show, clearly.
Dude, so this I didn't put this in the news or the notes, but those 12-inch the Macho Man he's doing, $70 fucking.
I did see that the other day. Yeah.
It's crazy. You can get like the original Hulk Hogan and the original Warrior for like 100. Like, I don't know. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Hard to pass for me, dog.
Yeah, I'm curious if anybody that's listening right this second, like live in the in the stream, is buying those.
Oh, that's right. I'm boys with KWK. I'm in with that. I'm in like Flint with him.
Oh, I did see him messaging us this weekend.
He was messaging
This
me.
week?
Don't look at my message. Don't be in my DMs, dude.
I'm not, because you guys won't let me. So
That's where I do all my OnlyFans dealings. All right. I got a
Nigerian
new
princes you've been dealing with.
I asked Tom. I didn't ask Nick, but I asked Tom if I could do a new segment on the show called Phil's Card Corner, since I've been getting more into cards. So we can do that right now. We don't have a little.
That's fine.
You can still listen. I don't have any music intro, but you can play a little Home Improvement.
Figure something. I was gonna say we can figure something out.
I'm coming.
I missed.
I'm just gonna come as hard as I can. I'm coming.
There you go.
I'm just gonna come.
Tops, I don't know if they do this all the time. Tops did a rip night on Saturday night. I missed it because I have to tell this story. Went with my wife to her cousin's birthday party that we had to provide all the sides and drinks and everything.
Oh, right.
There.
We were talking about that last week.
That was fucking brutal. I'll tell the story about that later. But I missed the thing. But they had like Gunther at a store. They had Miz. They had Paul Skeens and a bunch of, I think like 100 different stores across the country had like celebrities at it. They were like ripping packs. They were doing giveaways. The Miz pulled a freaking 1 of 10 signed rock card, which seems a little suspicious.
Yeah, that wasn't set up at all. Yeah,
that's neat.
It is neat. Yeah, but it sounded really cool. The store stayed open longer. They were doing trade, like you could come in, people were trading cards, and I guess pulling boxes and opening stuff right there in the store. So it was a pretty cool setup, and it was like nationwide. I think a bunch of like independent stores were doing it. So really cool. Like to see people getting out to card stores more often. But props to the Miz for getting like a $10,000 card. He needed that money bad. Speaking of money, we talked about a couple weeks ago that we pulled a Shohei Ohtani card. My son bought a case with all his savings. He pulled it. We sold it on eBay the other day for $510 before all the bullshit fees, which is about what it was going for. So I was fine with that. So I'm gonna give him $100 to spend on whatever he wants. So that should be fun to see what he pays for, what he buys with that money as a 9-year-old with $100 in your pocket. And the rest I'm gonna just set up like a little account for him. He doesn't have like a little checking account, so be smart to do.
And people, chat. Do you have a chat set up for him? That's what you need to do, buddy.
A chat?
$529.
Oh yeah, there you go. Keep it a Swiss bank account. People were asking me about these Tops Now cards. Basically, they're like print on demand. I think they have one up right now for when Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez won the tag titles the other night. They have a card of that that's for sale for a couple days.
I meant to go back and buy the one with the 3 ladies from NXT. I kind of wanted that.
That's the thing.
Too late. Yep.
You can't with these because that's what I've done a couple times. Like, oh, I'll get this Jaden Daniels card, and then like I check it the day after it's gone and it sucks. So that has happened to me. But I ordered the Cody Rhodes card when he won at the Royal Rumble against Kevin Owens. He had both the belts up. It was a pretty cool card. Ordered on February 6th. It arrived right after we recorded last week on the 21st. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. I mean, you're not like getting it months and months afterwards, and you're like, what the hell is this? I don't remember ordering this. It's like a 2 or 3 week thing. So I'm sure during baseball season, maybe for WrestleMania season, they'll do some cards with people that win, some title matches and shit like that. So be on top of that on Tops Tops Now is what it's called on their website.
And you have an opportunity to get like some rare boys out of that too,
Yep.
right? Like they have like signed ones and things like that.
Yep, refractors. They have like one of 5 red refractors, orange, black, all kinds of different stuff. So pretty cool.
Are they doing any of those as autos, like, or probably certain ones, or any? Have they announced any of those?
What, for this Tops Now thing?
The Tops Now, like, are any of them signed? Or any of them? I know that not intentionally said, but maybe you get a variant that's signed.
They have a one of one. If it depends on different print runs. So if it hits 50,000, 100,000, 250,000, there's more options for different things. So I think that's what they do. And then our good friend James Melton, who's in our Fig Cave group, turned me on to this website, DC Sports 87, where it's a pretty ingenious idea. Basically, you just mail them a box of cards. They have, I think, 3 or 4 million followers on eBay and things. They basically will sell your cards for you. They put them all up on eBay. They'll then PayPal you the money once it's all done. So if you have like older cards that are base cards, he said he does it all the time with, you don't make a ton of money, but if you have a box of cards, like Nash just opened up this box that had like 20 packs. He got like 300 cards in it. A lot of them were doubles. You ship them off to them. I think in a couple of weeks, they'll PayPal you whatever is sold, So it's a pretty cool idea. I'm going to probably do that with a bunch of extra cards that I have laying around that we don't really want anymore. They're all doubles. And, just go back into PayPal and use it for figs or for more cards. So that they are not a sponsor. I've never used them before, but James is a pretty big card guy, and he's used them before. It's pretty cool. So that's it for me. With the wife out of town, I'll probably be going to a store or two with the kid and buying some packs, and it's like a form of gambling. It's almost like, you're going to spend $10. Let's see what we get. If you don't get anything, whatever. It's like, it's kind of like playing roulette. So
yeah. Lowe's been buying boxes. We had a hockey tournament last week in Marlboro, Mass, which is out near Boston. And we went into Lids, and they had the hanger boxes, and then they had like the regular, like the $25 boxes, blaster box. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah.
And he didn't really get anything, but he's like, I'm just saving for cards now at this point. Speaking of, I have a weird ass card story. So he, with his Christmas money, like back, I might have talked about this before, but he wanted to buy a Jaron Duran Red Sox card. It's his favorite player on the Red Sox. It was like $75. He gave me the money. I bought it for him on eBay. I ended up having to file a claim because the dude he said it shipped, and then like it never, like he printed the label, but it never updated.
Oh, damn.
Randomly today, I got an update saying that my package was out for delivery.
What? When was this from?
This was from January 6th is when we ordered it.
Wow.
And I've been refunded for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what happened because there was nothing in the mail. Like all the tracking says it was delivered today in our mailbox, and there was nothing in our mailbox. So I don't know. Do I push it and like try to be like, yo, this says it was delivered and it wasn't, but I've already gotten a refund.
No, if you've already gotten your money back. Yeah. Maybe you got stuck to something, or I don't know.
I don't know.
It's weird that it popped up, but then still never showed up,
Right.
This is also, that's why, and this came up in the Major Pod group, people were talking about like shipping, like this is why I always ship priority. And not that that's much better, but I want people to have, like, people like, oh, can you ship it loose to say you want it $2, but you're going to bitch when there's no tracking updates.
Right.
That's why I do not want to ship loose. I'm going to ship priority regardless. So
yeah, peace of mind for sure. So I'm definitely doing with this Otani card. I'm putting it in a box. Like, I'm not going to let this thing get fucked up in any way, because it's pretty cool. It's like, I guess over a certain threshold, I have to mail it to an authenticator in California. He looks at make sure, like, I'm not just mailing like a box of rocks to somebody. He looks at it, makes sure the card is good, and then sends it to the person that buys it. Then I get the money.
That.
Yeah. I mean, I guess somebody in our group chat was saying they do that for sneakers, they do that for cards. So at least they're doing something to make sure people aren't getting fucked over. It's pretty smart on eBay's part. So cool. That's the end of the card corner. I guess we can get into some figgies. We got lots of figure news.
Ugh.
This happened right after we went live last week. This was from on the Mattel Creations website. Looks like they want to hear the opinions, positive things first. pretty cool that they want to hear our opinion on this stuff. So they put up 5 different options for the next crowdfunding. I think it's a 2-week window. No, it actually closes on the 28th. Voting closes on the 28th, which is in a couple days here. So when this goes live, it'll be over. It's the Punjabi prison, the kind of the just metal steel cage. I guess that's the current steel cage, right? That's what they use now.
Yep.
That boring like chain link fence one. Elimination Chamber, old school Elimination Chamber, and then a Hell in a Cell. So you pick your favorite 2. I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know why they're asking us to pick 2. What do you guys think about this overall before we go into each of the individual play sets?
This is okay. People don't have room to display the ultimate ring. They don't have the extra foot to go around on each side too.
Yeah.
And it's cool for display, but you have to make it so that you can almost take one side out. So if kids want to play, they can reach in there and not like, that's what I used to do is like, I would always play with the Hasbro ring, but with the LJN cage and my guys, it was like WCW and NWA where they could fight on the outside, but I would just have a 3-sided cage so I could manipulate, like
get your hands in there.
Yeah. But I'm not pumped about this. But it all comes down to what figures you get. Yep. As much as they don't want to admit, and I've said this multiple times, as much as they don't want to admit that it's about the figures, because it's about your all the different things you can have, a ring and an entranceway but it all comes down to what am I getting? Like what figures am I getting? Because we are a figure collecting community. So see what happens. I mean, Ultimate Kali with the Punjabi prison.
Tom, what do you think?
I thought this was very lackluster. Like very, I don't want to use the term lazy. Like, but I just was like, they kept pumping up that we've got a crowdfunding coming, and then for it to be this, not that I expected like a giant stage or anything like that, but it was just like, I don't know. This is not what I was expecting. I don't think this is what anybody wants. I haven't really seen much praise for this. And then on top of it, going to like trying to find the pictures for it today to put the slideshow together. It's not even featured on Mattel Creations website. Like you have to go dig to find. It's on like the forum, to find all this. So it's like, I don't like. Why wouldn't this be on the front page of Mattel Creations if they really care that much about it? You know what I mean?
Yep. Especially if it's also ending on the 28th. Like it's not, you're not going to have it up there for that long. Give it a week on like the main page. Yeah.
I'm kind of with Nick where it's like people don't have room to be displaying their rings. So like now, like you said, adding another foot to it, it's not gonna go over well, I don't think. I know I've said it on the pod before and in our chats and stuff, but like I feel like they should have done some kind of like set, like interview set, like you said, the pallbearer, the funeral parlor, brother love set, something like barbershop, something like that. Just like a small display.
Well, 2 things. Mitch Craig, for whoever's not watching, what if it doesn't come with figures? Would it still get backed? Absolutely not.
No, it's a great question too, because it's possible because it doesn't come with the ring, which at first I was like, oh, awesome, I don't need a ring. But the people that don't have one of those other rings, that's going to be who's going to buy one of these without those rings? Like I have those rings. What about the kid that Nash is friends with that doesn't have a ring? He's going to want a ring.
Oh,
with
I got one to sell him. Don't worry,
I have 3. I'm going to snipe you. I'm going to snipe you on that one too. So that is kind of a kick in the nuts. And Mike Lanham also has a good question. What if this fails? Where do they go from here? If this fails, they're done. They have to be done.
I don't think they need to do crowdfund. I think they can just do a pre-order. It could be a year, just like LWO, just like Logan Paul, just like Cody. And you could do some really cool things that just don't have to hit. I mean, maybe they have to hit a certain number. Like a minimum, like hopefully not 4, 5, 8,000. But you could do these sets that we're talking about. You could do the DX tank. You could do the Lex Express. All smaller scale. I mean, I know they don't have the tooling, but you could get it from a different toy line. You c- there's I think you could do a lot of smaller scale stuff to fill in a lot of things for people. You could even go back and you could do a smaller Nitro stage or Nitro entranceway. You could do a Raw entranceway. You could do the SmackDown Fist. Let people build the collection out, and you could but just do them quarterly or every 6 months. Maybe you do a set, and you do some, but include a figure with it. It would do well. It's very difficult. It's not like it's G.I. Joe where you have an unlimited amount of vehicles to use, or Turtles where you have 8 different versions of the Turtles to dip into.
If it doesn't come with the ring, are they going to get, like the Major Brothers touched on? I'm glad they did. Are they going to give us a whole new, like, apron and ring and
I don't doubt that at all. I think they have to give you, especially Hell in a Cell. It's its own pay-per-view now. We could talk a little bit about if they did do this, what figures would you want?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Punjabi Prison. I'm assuming Kali.
Yeah, I think of him and I think of Randy Orton.
Who was Kali? Oh yeah, Kali, Jinder, Randy, and then who did Kali face in the original one? Batista, maybe?
Batista or Undertaker? Maybe?
Hell in a Cell, you already have too many takers and you just did Mankind, so that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
You could do
Michaels,
a Shawn.
Yeah. Why is this switching? Must be Tom. He fell off the planet here.
The steel cage. I mean, there's plenty of guys you could sneak some legends in there. I think people would like that. Some legends in the Ultimate line.
That's the most versatile. I think that steel cage could be like a throwback. It could be a current ring because it's kind of generic, and you could just put any number of guys in there. You could pick the genre.
But wrestling fans always vote for the kind of the dumb thing. It's like when they did the fan takeovers. Like you could have picked day one what all the fan takeovers were going to win. Like, the Ricky Steamboat was like, oh, we want the white robe. It's like, we already have the white robe. We already have 8 versions of the white robe. Why would you pick the white robe? But that's just the most popular that people see, and they're like, oh, I like that one.
I know that they made an Elimination Chamber previously, right? Was that Mattel? That was Mattel, right?
Which ones do we have? We have a War Games.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other? Obviously, we have the Legends, the blue cage.
There is
know what ring that fits on.
There is a Punjabi Prison that Mattel made, but I don't know if it's for like an elite scale ring or if it's for like a basic ring. Same with the Elimination Chamber, I believe.
Is it on Wrestling Figure Database, like the rings that we have available to us?
I'm sure Probably. It is on there. What is somebody going to do with these Elimination Chambers? That's what I'm wondering. With the older one that came out, how, like you said, you take a side off. How do you do that with this? It's too. Are you going in over the top with it, trying to play with it? I mean, is this just for figure photography we're making this for? Like, what is this gonna be? Who's this for? What's the market for this? I don't know. I
think the market really is the fig photography. Like, what else? Like, how are you going to have a display if you can't, like you said, take a side off and then have your display inside there? But it still looks kind of weird. Like if you have your ring up against your shelf or whatever, and the front panel is just off, I feel like it's going to look weird if you're just displaying it.
I posted this to our Fig Cave group, which is not a negative group of like cynical assholes. Usually it's pretty level-headed collectors. These were the comments. I'm just reading them straight down. Like most collectors, I don't have the space for something of this scale. Next one, I'd rather have the blue cage. Next one, gross. Next one, meh. That was you. Michael Lonkrich, these all suck. I really was hoping for something smaller scaled. An ECW stage or ring would have been a lot cooler. I mean, no one in our group thought any of these was a good idea, which kind of hurts my heart a little bit because Mattel is trying. These have the potential to be cool, and the figures will change our opinion a little bit, I think. But overall, I just don't think this is what a majority of people are like excited about. I'll buy it for the figures if you put some cool figures in there, but I'm probably never taking any of these out of the box.
I don't even know if I'll buy it for the figures, depending on the figures, because there's nobody from any of these cage matches that like I would necessarily want.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about just the generic cage would be the easiest to just kind of put random people into, you know.
But we already have such like similar versions of it. I mean, I know not for the ultimate scale, but yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? But we'll see we'll see what comes with it. I'm sure it'll be down the line, but yeah, I think I'd prefer a made to order kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they do really well. Just the made to order, just kind of hitting. Let people make it a takeover, make it a fan choice thing. What do you want the next one to be? Okay. And that over time, they might build the tooling to do something magnificent, like the Raw entrance stage that they said. The Nitro, the tooling for the Nitro stage was going to eventually lead to a lot of the tooling that they could repurpose for the Raw one. But
and like Michael Adam says, the Nitro set was better than all of these.
100%.
Yeah, I wish we would have got that.
It stalled because the figures. People did not. It was right in the midst of a lot of Hogans.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't anything we hadn't gotten in for a long time. Imagine if we would have waited until they signed Demolition or something. Not that they would fit with that. I'm just giving an example. Waited until we signed the Steiner brothers, and then we didn't even know that they signed them. These are going to be their first figures.
Blue Cage with King Kong Bundy and Hogan. Sorry. What'd you say, Nick? Sorry.
No, Scott Steiner was one of the choices.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's I don't even remember because it was so on.
Oh my God! It was almost 2 years ago. It was when we were in.
I think
it was when we were in LA.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Wow,
that's
2 years past.
Guys.
That's crazy.
You guys were in LA. All right, what's next?
Ho!
Hacksaw Jim Duggan back with a Legends deal. He'll be in video games. He'll have figures. I don't know what else they can still make of him, but I'm sure we'll get an Ultimate at some point. Hopefully something in the Legends line. But good to see, as we talk about every week. I feel like we have a new Legend that we have to talk about. Last week it was Demolition. Mm-hmm. This week it's Hacksaw. I'm glad they're reaching out to some of these guys.
I wonder how many. I wonder if probably not, but I wonder if WWE was like, we got to get these guys under the contract so that other companies stop making figures of them. I don't think they're thinking that much about the figures, but just something I don't know. It kind of crossed my mind. It was like, why now are they all of a sudden, trying to lock up as many as they can?
Triple H.
I
mean, it's not to kiss his ass or anything, but people just say how, Bruno Sammartino didn't want to talk to Vince or anybody affiliated, and Triple H went to his house, had a real conversation with him, and convinced him let us put you in the Hall of Fame, let us do a Legends contract, let us, you deserve it. And I think that it must really come across. He must really come across as super genuine that he wants to do this stuff. He doesn't have years of grudges. I mean, I'm sure he'll build a few up, but. Well, I get if he settled up with Punk, man, I think that it kind of anything's on the table.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, for sure.
But I like it. I mean, I like that Duggan was able to make some money with some indie toy runs, and now he's back with these guys. So it's weird that he seems like such a company man that I'm shocked that he was ever not under a Legends contract. Of all people.
It does make sense to do that, dabble for a year or two and get some of these small companies to make a figure for you, then jump back in. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and him signing is way more exciting than him re-signing for the third time. So,
right,
awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Oh man, take the lead on this one, Tom.
Great Muta superstars. There's two very different versions. And they come with two heads. So the red pants is going to come with a white face and a red face. The black pants is going to come with a green face and a blue face. And then different color mist for each one as well. The red one's going to come with green mist. The black pants is going to come with red mist. They come with a kendo stick. Cannot wait to grab this. I might have to grab both, actually.
Does he have a very weird body in the drawing behind? He looks like Tubby.
He does look tubby. Yeah, no definition.
Yeah, because he's super jacked as the figure. Then he looks like misshapen almost.
Yeah. Definitely.
He looks like Trevor Murdoch's body in the background or something. Yeah.
Mike's got 6 to midnight. Any Muta figure.
Oh, dude, hell yeah! This is so awesome.
Makina's been walking around the Mattel headquarters with a huge erection for a year straight.
It is cool. This I was gonna say this is
ahead.
the first Superstars with an extra head, right?
No, Brutus came with one, so you could make it into.
Oh, that's right. Good call.
Andre had the hair.
Yeah,
yeah.
But
very cool.
Kind of on topic with Muta, if you ordered from Ringside, they're shipping. Which means if you order from J&J, those should be shipping as well. The Ultimates, not the
No,
Superstars.
J&J won't get it for a few weeks.
Well, soon.
Yeah, they're behind. They'll admit,
Yeah.
That's why I went with Ringside though, because I think J&J was like so close to Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed the Chase from Ringside. So
it's definitely not a huge buffer. Not a huge buffer. So.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad though because I ordered them like with such haste to get the order in. I forgot to get Defenders.
Yep.
So then I made an order more recently where I was like, hey, I'm going to buy, I grabbed Damien and a couple Defenders. I was like, hey, is there any way to move these Defenders to this Muta order? No, we can't do that.
Ooh.
It's the same order. I'm not asking for any refund. Don't make it the same box. That way you get shipping on both. Like, you can't. That was a little weird.
I'm trying to save you money.
I know. But I mean, John's always great to us, so maybe I should have gone directly. I don't know. Unfortunate.
Oh, Phil's a FOCO guy, so we got a new FOCO for Phil to grab. It's the Hart Foundation on WWE Magazine, 1 of 100. Actually, it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I remember that magazine cover pretty well too.
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
If you can prove that you have a FOCO that we talk about, we will give you one extra entry into the Patreon giveaway.
Absolutely.
It's just because I want to see someone have one.
Send us
Not me though. Not me.
Send us your FOCOs. Oh,
Yeah.
Big news! Biggest news of the week, probably.
Phil won't want to talk about this at all. So let's. Just
I know he walked away. So, Ringside announced their unsanctioned classic superstars. Nobody really knew what to expect from these. And we're getting the Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk, in red and black shoulder pads and in gray and red shoulder pads. These actually, at first I was like, these kind of look cheap, but I think the more I see them, the more I see pictures of them, they look better and better. They are sold out on Ringside already. And Ringside, I think they knew exactly what they were doing. They started at $55.99 and then went up to $58.99. And now they're sold out. So people were complaining, but it didn't really affect anything. So I know I didn't grab these right away. I kind of want to see what they look like in hand before I grab them. I did just sell my Mattel Legion of Doom figures. One thing I noticed when I was putting this picture together too is if the packaging on the gray and red, they have different heads than on the one with the red and black. They switch the heads. So the extra head is different on each packaging. You see what I'm saying? So Animal is like grunting on the gray and red, and then the black and red, the grunting faces off.
Oh, they just reversed them.
Yeah. That's what it's a way better way to say it than what I was trying to say.
Why is Animal's pants the same, but Hawk's pants are different?
It's a good point. I just noticed that. I would only grab one of these. I don't need both.
No. I would grab red. I mean, just that's the classic look.
Right.
It was funny. People were really wondering what unsanctioned classic superstars meant. It was like, we theorized, and Major Brothers even theorized, are they going to use those old Ruthless Aggression molds that are kind of floating around that FTC uses on 3/4 of their figures, but not the good parts?
Yeah.
Is it, what exactly were they going to, what was the line going to be? So I'm really excited that it's just a very similar line to the elite, to our elite, unrivaled, unmatched lineup, ultimate scale.
Yep.
Hopefully they part pretty good with it.
Our boy Alejandro.
Yeah, exactly. Can't wait to see elite side by side. It's
Oh.
perfect. I'm really glad that they had them in stock. That was huge. And guys, there's not a rush to get them because there's no way Ringside leaves money on the table or something like this. They will restock, and they are both have passed, so it's not like you need to rush because you're not going to get an autograph anyway. So,
good point by Alejandro.
Sorry.
I thought this myself. I kind of wish they went with the blue or black pads for the chase instead of the red and gray. Red and
it's
gray,
coming. It's coming, brother. It's coming.
I'm sure.
I
The
got
red
a
and
feeling
gray-
they're gonna make a lot of these. Yeah.
The
But
red
who
and
else
gray.
is gonna? You wonder who else is gonna be in the line because So we know that they had. Well, we'll show a new one, a brand new one in a second. But they also had the Steiners in that bell to bell line. They had Danhausen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but the Steiners just got Ultimates and Elites. So, I don't know if that's. I don't know. Maybe they got canceled. I don't know. Or maybe who knows?
Give me Macho. Give me Cornette. Love a Cornette. I was in John's DMs. Like, give me a freaking Cornette, dude.
He does not want to sign. Right? Is that what it is? He
I
does
mean,
so
he's-
well with FTC. He doesn't want to sign anybody else.
He
Which
keeps saying on
I
his
don't believe
pod.
that.
No, he keeps saying on his pod like, "This is the last batch, and then I'm done. I bought the whole rest of what they had." Blah blah blah. And he sells them on their website. Yeah, they will make a Sabu, which would be cool.
Danhausen.
I don't know if
I don't know if they
Danhausen. Yeah,
can. Danhausen's
Why?
still under contract with AEW, isn't he?
he was under contract when he had the bell to bell figures.
Yeah, but that's a
Under
different
contract.
style of
Those
figure.
are yeah. Who knows? They were, but those were in production for a long time. So who really
Yeah.
can't be totally sure.
What do you think about this? With just not even like, okay, we're gonna announce it. They're in stock. This is so different than what all these other companies are doing. Obviously, these were a long time in the making. It sold out. I don't know how many he sold.
He's got, but they have a lot more. They have a lot more
Presence.
capital to work
More
with
traffic, more website traffic.
Yeah,
too.
than-
more social media presence.
than the other people who have announced 6-inch lines. So
God, sorry, dude. I had to take the most violent shit of my life just now.
Jeez, thanks for
So-
sharing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to be upfront with the audience. I left. The quality of the show probably dipped for a couple minutes there. I'm back now. But I mean, I could have
No,
shit through
Zoe
a,
said that was her favorite 4 minutes we've had.
I could have shit
Since
through a
Tommy
screen door and not hit a wire.
What? Oh my.
Jesus Christ.
Phil, are you grabbing these? Me and Nick already talked about it.
I might on the rerun.
Yeah.
The packaging's great too. I mean, we can't get them signed, obviously, unless we had a time machine. But the packaging's awesome. So
Yeah, they look really good.
yeah.
Are they going to also sign Heidenreich, like, Demolition with Crush? Or,
Paul Ellering.
yeah.
How about the
They
Nasty
get
Boys?
Kensuke
Who has
Sasaki,
the
dude, for the,
Who has the Nasty Boys signed? That'd be awesome.
If Epic has alluded to it, I don't know if that's in our slideshow, sorry. I don't know if Epic has alluded that they're the next tag team. It
Oh,
looks like
that's
that.
right. That's
so,
right.
do they not have a contract with anybody at the moment?
I don't know.
But also, Nobsy has annoyed the piss out of people over the years, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe they're on timeout too. Poor Sags.
He's got a little Marty Jannetty in him, I think, too. A little crazy.
They once did it was one of the Aftermags did like this had to been like 92, 93. They averaged all the heights and weights of all the former world champions. And they said, whatever it was, and they were like, and the only person closest to this right now, he's like 2 pounds off, is Jerry Sags. So that inspired me to give Jerry Sags a little mid-card run, like singles mid-card run in my Big Fed.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, this is keeping it with ringside. This came out of nowhere as well. I was just thinking the other day, what is next for their bell to bell series? And here we are. You get Sabu. This kind of flew under the radar with the Legion of Doom Road Warriors announcement, but these bell to bell figures are really good. Yeah, I was gonna say I have the Steiners. I knew I had a Legion of Doom. I have the Steiners.
And the price didn't drop crazy on them either. For like Black Friday, I was shy. I was like, oh, I should grab Legion of Doom, and they sold out, but the price had still not dropped. So, oh well.
Yeah, these look great. So,
I got those if you need them. If you need them loose, Nick. I'm being serious.
Oh, maybe.
I
actually bought my Legion. I bought my Steiners off of Fig Vault on his whatnot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very inexpensive actually. Yeah, you're good, buddy.
I didn't know he was on. I didn't know he was on whatnot.
Not consistent. Like
okay.
They would advertise when they were going to go.
Like
on.
Fig Heel does, like every once in a while.
Yeah, kind of opposite that. I mean, believe me, I've thought about we'll talk about my purge list, guys. I'm like, should I just start a whatnot? But I don't want to build an audience. I don't want to take 6 weeks to build.
It's a lot of work. Those guys, those guys, J&J just hit 3,000 followers on theirs.
Can I just buy J&J's stream for a week?
Next up, we got 92 British Bulldog Micro Brawler. These might be sold out. They went on sale on the 21st. I feel like we haven't gotten like a good Micro Brawler in a while. They've been like random AEW guys, I feel like, of late.
Well, because the Outrunners are in production, dude. I'm waiting for them to show up.
That's right.
Dude, that's going to freaking sell.
But this is only 500 available. So grab that if you haven't already.
Is that the most overworked license at the moment?
Oh, absolutely. I think when you guys sent this, I said, oh, yeah, we need a new. I was just thinking we need another British Bulldog figure.
Every company's making British Bulldog.
Although Savage is getting there fast.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. What's next? Andre the Giant, Major Bendy. Blue singlet. This is in stock, I believe, and ready to ship. If you're interested.
So, do we want to get out ahead of everybody and announce that Latuni is also doing a Andre the Giant Bendy?
Another very
except
overused...
it's not going to bend; it's going to be hard plastic or something. Like, it'll be so weird.
Yeah.
Another very overused license, but
yes.
And then I know we've shared these before. Pre-order for Wrestle Something Wrestlers from Figure Collections go up February 28th. It's Mance Warner, SDL, Crush, and Scotty Too Hottie. Don't forget to use Fig Cave for 10% off on Friday when you order these.
Love it.
All right, I've had some great interactions with Steph DeLander since she was came into the major world. I need a different picture of this.
I have.
I'm sorry. I'm not being mean. I needed it. It looks the pose. The pose is weird. That's all I'm gonna say.
Not
her middle fingers because I love that. Just this angle of it. It looks odd, but Mance, Scotty, they all fit. They're all perfect. So, because I want something else for her to sign. She's great.
And then because I'm gonna bash your boy here, Phil, for a second, but I fully think that Hassel put these pre-orders up because he knew Jack's pre-order was going up on Friday. But Rhino, Al Snow, Brainbusters, and the new Rockers are available for pre-order now with grapplers and gimmick. That's it.
I mean, it's a good lineup. It's a really good lineup. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's all guys that people have been asking for.
Tights so small.
Whose? Oh,
Arn Tully's tights.
Yeah,
so
they
small.
are. Oh, they're like a little Titus O'Neil. Was that his name? Titus O'Neil?
Dude, that looks weird.
I never thought we'd get new Rockers figures. That's pretty great. It does feel great that I don't have to buy any of these. Like, people were making some really good ones, but I didn't get in on the beginning because it's just like you wouldn't be able to stop. Every company's making them. They all look good. Zombie, Jack, grapplers and gimmicks. I mean, you got to fill out that fig fed, but
I've really bought with retros. I've really moved to what I really want. I am upset that I did not grab the Epic Powers of Pain and Demolition though. That
I'm surprised
kind of mad at myself for that, but the rest of I don't need any of these.
Somebody in the Major Pod group will have car trouble. They'll be selling them.
Stop. Be nice.
I mean, that is what will happen. Yeah, that is what will happen, though. I said car trouble, not like a health scare. Car trouble happens. Shit happens, man. Oh, I need more windshield wiper fluid. I'm gonna sell some things. Oh, okay. That's it. That's it for news.
That's it for news.
I thought we had more than that. I missed some when I was on my sabbatical. Yeah.
No, I mean it's weekly purchases, but Mattel Creation ships some stuff out.
Did we talk about
got shipped out? So
yep. Did we talk about what we're gonna see next week? I was kind of in my head about March 6th. I think we're getting a Mattel Creations show from not just WWE. I think all the Mattel properties, kind of like what we got on the video when we had the Territories 4-pack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's going to be another one of those, if it's going to be retros. It's not going to be a
Still
ton
full price,
of stuff.
by the way. Still full price. Tracking
Which what the rest of the territories?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what keeps happening to Tom. He keeps having technical difficulties,
Tom
poop
borrowed
difficulties.
Phil's internet. Phil's old internet.
Hey, I was thinking of before I signed on here. With this new computer, I haven't had a single hiccup. Knock on wood.
It was just your memory on the.
It was just a 1,000-year-old computer.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, knock on wood. But if anybody remembers, 14 months ago when I bought a desktop that's still in its box over my right shoulder.
It's probably out of date now. You need to put that on Facebook.
Yeah, most of the warranty's probably up at this point.
Yeah. Well, we don't have him here.
What was the last slide?
The last, I don't know. Oh man, we're flying blind here.
Just got booted out for some reason. What did you say?
I guess we can just go into weekly purchases. You have a lot to talk about.
I got a couple things. I grabbed my Ultimates. I got my Bam Bam and Boss Man. I did not get the black card like everybody else seems to. I have cold streak there. Same as I was talking about Tom Sheehan, who's one of our Patreons, but he's also in the Major Pod. He was like, I got 6 autos of the cards, the Hard Foundation cards they give out. I got 6 autos in the past year. I'm like, I have 12 base cards. And it's not like I don't think there's like an asterisk next to my name, like don't send this guy one, but it's like funny, like, okay, 12 cards, I didn't get a single one.
That is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird stat. And then I have my Rhea ring. I've not opened it. And then dude, this is badass. I don't understand how this is in the little people line. But if anybody knows, I am a huge It's Always Sunny fan. I'm pretty sure there's 5 to 6 years of my life where I just became a fusion of all 5 characters rolled into one. Always scheming. I'm also the sheriff. I'm also the bouncer. But they made a little people. I don't know how. This is for kids. The backdrop is the bar. Dennis has his easel where he's teaching you how to dentist women. I don't understand how they got. Frank's got his rum ham.
Oh my gosh! Awesome.
And Sweet D's playing Flip Cup. For Flipadelphia. I don't understand how this got made. Like this is Mattel, right? Mattel makes those. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So genius because it's almost like a pop culture Funko thing now, but but little kids can play with it.
What,
they're probably cheap to make.
Less room, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, they have a Seinfeld one. They have a Stranger Things one. They have all kinds of shows. So
Seinfeld, I do have. I grabbed that for nothing at Ollie's.
Yeah, it's still at my Ollie's. I should grab one. Yeah.
Actually, my
cool.
We got him in Charleston, and my aunt's dog broke the chicken out of Kramer's hand, I think. So she bought us. So now I have 2. So I have one.
Okay.
Marley loves him though.
Oh, Mike Lamb says he has Ted Lasso. I forgot they did that too. Nice.
Is there super rare ones?
This is off topic.
People were selling this. People were flipping this for $100 already.
What? Jeez. Why? Because it was just from their website?
Yeah, it was on Mattel last week for $30, $35.
When I was pooping, did you guys talk about how the unsanctioned figures are already on eBay for $160?
Oh no, we did not. But
that's
crazy.
Yeah,
it
is. I mean, they are going to restock. I'm sure they're not going to leave that money on the table. But you'll probably have to wait an extra couple month or two, probably. So
that's okay.
Yeah,
something like that.
I guess I should order them.
Unless it's an ultimate, I'm not concerned.
We'll go through your purge checklist once Tom gets back on here. We're gonna go. I think a new segment he said, which I like. You're gonna say what should Nikki pick? We're gonna pick a wrestler, and you're gonna tell us which ones you have to choose from. Because
So for whoever doesn't know, I am like, I don't know. I just had way too many figures. I don't want to disclose the number, but it was very, very, very high, shockingly higher than Tom or Phil guessed. So I want to purge a ton of elites. But I'm organized about it because I will do my research. I'll know what the eBay sold. I'll scan all, over 500 figures. I'll scan every single one of them to figure out what the eBay sold listings are on it.
Yeah.
That way I can give an that way I know what it's worth when I try to get an offer from somebody. But the hard part is that I put it all in an Excel spreadsheet. I put every single wrestler that I have, listed all their other elites, the super difficult part is like you have John Cena. It's like, okay, I have 17 John Cenas. How do I decide which ones to get rid of?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like,
Is it
okay,
personal preference? Is it price? Is
but
it
also he has 3 Ultimates. 2 of them are signed. Do I need any more? Like, is this one similar enough? But
Yeah,
some you
true.
just love. Some you cannot really justify why you want to keep it, but you just want it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Tom,
Yeah,
what's been going on with your
freaking
internet?
using
Back.
Phil's internet or something tonight. I don't know what's
man,
going
not
on here.
anymore, man. You're definitely in a dark cave too. Get some freaking light in that thing, man.
My light died, and it hurts my
Jeez.
arms to try to grab it.
Oh, you're
Fix
just
it.
That's a mess.
You're just having a great day.
I'm just
man.
gonna go to bed. I'm tired.
So Phil, did you before we do what should Dick purge? What did you weekly purchases or no?
I did. I picked up 2 of the Maivia Legacy 3-packs. They were down to $12. Last one's there. Had to grab them. $12 each. I don't know if I'll break them out and sell them loose or use them for giveaways or what not. But good to
One
have.
store didn't have them, but they had them marked down to $8.50.
Oh my god!
Like, can you? That's crazy. That's
It is
such
for
a crazy
three
low
for
amount.
3 elites. It's
Yeah.
insane. Yeah, and I'm sure. I don't know. I feel like that
I
sale
would
they
have grabbed the
had.
stock just to donate.
That sale they had for the Roman 3-pack helped sales a little bit. Remember, it was like
It's
half
not in
price.
any of my stores, but I think that people shadily, Shadynasty,
We'll
I think
return it.
very shadily, like would bring a Roman and the Rock one up there and scan the Rock one twice.
Yeah, that's
Because
who would do
there
that.
was 0 out there. So
Oh, that was my other weekly purchase.
oh yeah,
I got a text the other morning from my good buddy Darius, who's in our Facebook group. He's a local guy here. We have sons about the same age. We met through kind of social media. We've become friends. And he's like, "Hey, dude, this is the Exxon by the high school I teach at. They have it. It's just basically sitting in this Exxon. There's no Slim Jims in it. It's just like on top of the candy display." So I get off work. I drive there. The girl at the counter barely speaks any English. Very nice lady. I'm like, I showed her, just hold up my phone and just showed her a picture of all my Macho Man stuff. Like, hey, I collect this stuff. Can I buy this? Is the manager or owner here? She's like, well, I can call him. So she called this guy. He was super nice. I was like, hey man, I sell wine and liquor. I have tequilas and brandies. You know, if you want something, we can make a trade. I really need this. You know, whatever you need. You know, he's like, well, I don't really drink. Ramadan's about to start. You know, just whatever you think. You know, just give her whatever you think it's worth or whatever. So I was like, $40. He's like, sure. And I own a bunch
No
of
way.
gas. Yeah, I own a bunch of gas stations. So if you need any more of them, let me know. I'm like, okay. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know anyway, so I don't know if I'm going to push that button. But if anybody,
I would like
you
one.
know.
I would like.
Yeah?
No, not for $40. Nah.
I mean, I don't know if he would do 40 again. He probably went on eBay and saw that they're on there for like $250. But the picture's up on the YouTube on the live chat here. Basically the same Macho Man as before, but a sleeveless version in a red and yellow. I guess they're doing one of these every year. I don't know if I hope they stop, because I've been lucky enough to get all 4 of them. My wife bought me one for Christmas or my birthday. I've gotten the other 2 through, you know, just finding them at stores. I was in a raffle at one Royal Farms for them. So they've been around. They've been okay to get. I mean, I haven't had to buy them any on eBay, which is great. But they look
You
so
only had to
cool
do
on the
minimal
freaking
hand
shelf.
stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Just
Minimal
hand stuff. No mouth stuff. They look so cool on the shelf, though. I mean, they pop. The colors are great. They're well built too. I don't know if you've ever held one, but they're really nice.
No, and I saw Machoverse reposted it for you.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that Machoverse guy. He's great.
That guy's great, dude. I can't wait to see what
Getting
they think
that
of
rub.
Getting that macho rub. So that is part of my collection now too, and that was it as far as figures go. Yeah.
I got a couple
Yeah.
things, but I can't
Great.
reach them because they're on my left side.
If you could just describe them.
Just
Be great.
describe them.
So I got the brand new defining moment, or not defining moments, the Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan. That is redone. The defining moments
Yeah, I
redone,
gotta order that. Yeah.
and I got the Ron Simmons greatest hits from J&J, both of them from J&J.
Now, do you? If you, I don't know if you probably sold it years ago, but the defining moment's Hogan. So I should purge that now because I'm going to get the Ultimate, right? It's the same figure.
Yep.
Okay.
It's better.
Okay. It is on my list.
It's better because it's got the soft goods shirt. It's got 2 heads. The belt looks better. The tam looks better. So.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
There's
so,
an
Phil, this
update.
is our
Hold
last
up.
episode of February. How did No Spend February go for you? Like, do you think you spent more than you did in January?
It was not no spend. I mean, the wife and I were on like a more of a specific budget.
Oh shit.
Okay. But it was also about not going out to eat as much and not spending like this week.
Hold on.
Oh my god, here we fuck. Why do I tell you guys anything?
You said you were not going to spend any money on figures, specifically on figures in February.
That was part of the budgeting I was going to do. I was going to try to not eat out. I was going to try to be a good boy.
Poor Christina.
Not spend like this week. We didn't buy any groceries. Just kind of used stuff we had around the house and just got rid of stuff. Saved a good amount of money this month.
It is funny when you think that you have to grocery shop. You're like, shit, I kind of have.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I guess I could make 17 more weeks of meals because I overbuy. Yeah.
Today, I just had cereal for dinner with some, I was craving cereal, cut up some bananas and granola, made the kids some eggs. He was happy. Watched a movie.
I love breakfast.
Oh, you're rich. Okay, you're rich. Guys just bragging about
Oh, yeah, I didn't,
Kids.
real chicken eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm a fraud. I'm a total fraud. Thank you for calling me out on everything. But
no, I was
It's
less
not
concerned
calling
with
you
fraud.
out.
I just was like, I just thought it would be funny if you spent more than you normally would in a month. Like if something showed up. Or
that
something.
I need a spreadsheet on that because I don't keep track of what I spend, which is part of the problem, you know.
It's
My wife,
holding
America,
you
baby.
accountable,
Come on.
sir.
my wife goes to work, comes home, sleeps, goes to work, you know. Meanwhile, I'm out like, what's this $5 at Walmart? Oh, it's a magic kit that was on clearance or something. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You want Marley to have toys? Just give me time on the clearance rack.
Exactly. So yeah, it's been good, but back to normal in March. I mean, I am still being.
Back to normal.
I did sell a lot of stuff. I did sell a lot of stuff this month, so that kind of balances out a little bit. You don't think about that, you know.
I have this. We have this. Wedding to plan for. So that's what it's like.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not trying to sell my figures to pay for a wedding, but it would help. It'd probably be nice just to have.
Just the space. The space is also nice, and selling to J&J or somebody would be
the space
great.
thing was what bothered me the most. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, there's an update from Ringside about these unsanctioned figures. This is on the message boards, whatever they're
April
called.
Fools. These aren't real. Thanks for the money.
No, guys, due to an overwhelming response, these sold out quickly. We thank you for your interest in the new RSC Road Warriors. For those of you who missed out, I am sorry about that. I have no idea if or when there will be more. But when I hear anything, I will update this thread. I'll leave this thread open for discussion and reference.
Ooh.
So, I guess there might be more, but there might not be.
Yeah. Hey.
Good for those that ordered them.
Hey, they're not
Put 'em up
ultimates.
on
I don't
eBay.
care.
What's that?
They're not ultimates. I don't care.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm happy
That's
for
my
the people
world.
that got them, you know. But I would think they're not going to leave the money on the table, you know.
No, they'll just be a different color, dude.
Yeah. And I don't like that they don't have the wrist gauntlets. I do like the elites better. I mean, obviously that's Mattel. It's a whole different animal.
Well, we just talked about it earlier. I mean, we could touch back on it, but it was like earlier today in our group chat. I like them because I do like that it's just like they're kind of there's no real scan, so they can't like mess up their faces like that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just like that's definitely Hawk. That's definitely Animal. They're wearing shoulder pads. The shoulder pads are spiky. I'm good. They look like I remember. I don't have to remember them from. They don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if they look like they did at SummerSlam '92.
Yep.
They look like the Road Warriors on Superstars on a Saturday morning, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Now people change their gear; they get new figures all the time. But like for these guys that don't, it's like that's what I thought they looked like. That's how I would draw them on No Mercy if I had to make them.
Currently up on eBay for $160, $165, $150, $150, $200. So people are trying to sell them that bought them. So we'll see. These are going to be a hot item.
Good for them.
Hopefully everybody use code FIGCAVE for 10% off. All right, so the new segment is you put all your figs into a spreadsheet. You're going to do a purge, the Nick purge. I'll have to get some sort of purge movie graphic with your face on it. But we're going to go through each wrestler. So do you have a list of the wrestlers that you have a lot of that you want to purge? Is that part of the spreadsheet?
Dude, name every... I want to have at least one elite of every single person that like I currently have. I want to keep at least one elite of each person. That way I can get them signed. If they're not alive, then I definitely only need one, and it's no big deal. But
all right, so let's
do one at a time. We don't have to do them all one day.
Tom, we're gonna like I don't pick somebody. Can you go to Wrestling Figure Database? Just hit Mattel Elite.
I want to pick Randy Orton. I'm picking Randy Orton.
Okay,
yeah.
So we're talking about it.
Yeah,
Randy
but can
Orton.
you share a screen, Phil? Do you know how to?
No. What's his name, Ken? What's his
fucking logged in? You could. My internet's not working again. I'm just getting a spinning wheel when I go to Wrestling and Figure.
I am logged in, aren't I?
Do you have all this stuff?
Present. Hold on. Present. Share screen. Share screen.
The Cave Geek Squad.
What the hell am I looking for here? Here we go. Share screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Wrestling Figure Database. So this is how I've been doing it. Wrestling Figure Database. Click on that. Or is it going slow for you too? What's going on?
Randy Orton. Go to line.
Why is it not up? It's not.
Huh?
Dude, Tom has the worst internet ever tonight.
What's going on?
Unprofessional. Unprofessional, this guy.
Completely unprofessional. Can you see mine? Can you?
No, you're still on the Google search page.
What?
Did you share the wrong tab? I don't know.
Yeah, I probably did.
We don't have to do it. We'll do it, but when Tom fixes the internet, maybe we'll hardline him in next week. But it's not easy. I literally Randy Orton has. I had 10 Randy Ortons as I'm doing the Randy Orton post, and I have his signed Ultimate, so it's difficult to like go through and like which ones do I want to keep. Like, I really like the orange tights SummerSlam where he has the big gold or whatever whatever the world heavyweight title that we call it. And then how many Apex Predators do you need? Do you need any?
Right, true.
Even Drew McIntyre, I had 7 or 8 of his figures, but 6 of them look exactly the same. So it's very difficult to do this. And I have so many signed figures, I'm just staring at an Excel spreadsheet over and over and over. But when you sell stuff, you want to know what they're worth. You want to be able to list it all out so you can rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
So just write Mattel Elite Randy, but you got to write Mattel Elite or it'll.
Okay.
Or either way, just make sure that whole thing.
Okay, here we go. All right, people should be seeing my screen now.
Yeah, here you go.
So
this sucks. I have that top picks.
Okay.
Keep scrolling. So that top picks.
Do you have this WrestleMania one? I like this one.
No, that is like the one that is one of probably 10 figures in that box style that I don't have.
Wow. Okay.
It's like King of the Ring Brett, DX Shawn, Angle Shield, that WrestleMania set, and I think I sold the Dean Ambrose SummerSlam 2018.
All right. What about these here?
I have all 4 of those.
Okay. I think with the tag team belt, you can get rid of that. It's random.
Especially his Ultimate comes with it.
Yeah.
Which is that's not how he's going to be remembered as a Raw tag team champion, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I like that box we just keep talking about, 67 there.
Yep.
That's my favorite box, but I decide I don't need to keep all those, even though I said last week I was going to try to keep them all.
Oh man.
The white tights, the fact that it reminds me of was that any of the WrestleMania, or that was the greatest match ever, makes me want to get rid of those, but I don't have too many of these other ones. But
with the is that with the goggles?
Oh, that's brand new. Yeah.
Elite 116.
The white ones with the goggles.
Yeah, that's brand new. These are
Here's
all
some really
old
good
boxes.
ones coming as you scroll down. You're gonna see like the takeover one with the Intercontinental title.
Oh, yep. This one right here. Yeah,
There we go. Those are
great.
good ones. Decade of Domination. Yeah.
Good.
Hey,
Yeah,
would it be rude to message the guy that runs this and be like, I found some mistakes?
No. It's he's in our group. Dylan. No. Yeah. Well, he's in the major pod group.
I found like things wrong.
No, he likes that. He
Yeah.
likes that. Because I mean, they have everything on this website. I mean, we talk about this website every week, Wrestling Figure Database. What have you? I mean, is something on here wrong or?
So like 3 of those I want, not the second one, not the red box, but like 3 of those I
Yeah.
want to keep.
Okay.
But I may get rid of the takeover, even though like he's so synonymous with that belt to me, the oval IC title.
Damn. So it sounds like you're keeping more than you're getting rid of here.
No.
I don't know what.
No. There's a lot to get rid of.
Yeah. So you get rid of this top picks. You get rid of this tag team one. I think you get rid of this Elite 78, right?
Yep.
That one's kind of random.
No,
but I agree with you.
I think I reduced it down to the takeover, or I'm sorry, the SummerSlam with the orange tights and the and the Decade of Domination, just because I used to love those segments. I thought they were so funny.
Yeah, they were good.
The RNN.
And the fan, you're doing the fan. You're going to keep the fan takeover, the Decade of Domination.
Fan takeover's in gray, which means I'm not sure.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But guys, imagine having to do this for every single wrestler because you are horribly OCD.
It's a lot.
Given my current state, I think I got to vote for Decade of Domination.
Yeah.
Or Decade of Dominance.
With your Randy sling on?
Yeah. It's even blue and white like that one.
Yeah.
Does any part of you want to keep like all of the same box if you can? Like, you know?
Well, I did think about like, as I always praise, and people probably sick of it, I love box 54 to 71. I love just the regular straight cut, 90-degree, hard right angles. But I was trying to stick with that. But like in there, it's like, I don't need 3 Samoa Joes.
Yeah.
I don't need 7 John Cenas. Like there's so many other ones out there, especially they did a lot of repeats in there. There's like 2 Rays that are almost the same, 2 Cenas, 2 Triple H's are exactly the same. So trying to avoid that.
I was gonna make a joke and go to like Pornhub while I'm sharing my screen, but I'm
Don't
sure
do
we'll
that.
get flagged. We'll get flagged by somebody.
Yeah, this guy.
All right, are we
So
back to
that's
normal?
it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not. You can't see my screen.
No.
Okay,
You
good.
do other stuff.
I can do now. That's it. Yeah, we'll get a list of all. Maybe we'll let the fans, we'll let the listeners vote who we do next week. We'll get a list, be a little more concise with it. But I like being part of the judging committee.
I mean, it's almost like incarnation of domination. Like who did it best? Like which one do you
yeah,
get which one?
Yeah, it is. Because some might, but also it's a personal preference too. You know, so
it's hard because even like Cena, it's like, yeah, but I really like these 5 Cenas, but why do I need 5 Cenas?
It's almost like when you close your eyes. When I think of Cena, I think of that bright green T-shirt that's in that 57 to 64 box. You know, it was a great Elite. Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Same shirt. One he's wearing it in one, he's not wearing it in the other.
Yep.
And then there's a couple that like I know J&J like they donated a crap load like because they had overstock on them. Like Trish from WrestleMania last year. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want it either. So they're gonna have to take a couple extra.
Sorry, J&J.
And then some stuff was shocking to like see what they were worth. Like, there was that collector's edition page. It's like an $85 figure.
Really? Oh, yeah. I mean,
that I'm like,
only Elite.
I want to keep it because it's that box style and it's rare. But what does that do? What good is that doing me on the shelf? Like I could just get the other one that she has signed and get and make some money off the other one. So
is there any others that like popped out at you like, oh my god, this Buddy Murphy is worth $80, like anything like that? Just
Buddy
like,
Murphys
random?
are not worth what they
I
were.
know.
Remember how expensive they were? They're like
they were
$70.
Yeah.
I don't know if 72 was like short, like a short production.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like I remember those like Buddy and Roderick, they were like $70, $80 figures forever. I don't know if it was like it just. And then all of a sudden, they randomly Ringside would restock like one of them at a time.
Sounds like Tom is punting on the episode. He's pulling a full fill here. His internet is crapped out, but I think it was a great episode. Do we want to go through the card real quick on Elimination Chamber? Just do some quick
Sure,
picks?
you want to pull it up? Yeah.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber. It's only got 4 matches again, which I kind of dig, and I kind of like don't want a quarter of the show to be a Nia Jax tag team match. Not anything against her. I am excited about the crowd in Toronto. I think it'll be pretty hype because they don't get a ton of shows up there. The first live event to be held at the Rogers Center since WrestleMania X8 in 2002.
Oh, so is that like? Whoa! Is it how big is how? Does it say what the seating is going to be?
This is where the Blue Jays play, dude. This is huge.
No. I mean for the event, like what they.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they'll say that ahead of time. It's probably going to be like 60,000.
Yeah, I'm curious what the seating.
Crazy for like just an elimination chamber used to just be kind of like not a throwaway, but it wasn't one of the big ones. But I feel like now every paper they do, it's in a huge arena. But I'm not sure about this. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match. I was hoping this would be at WrestleMania. I'm sure they are going to wrestle at WrestleMania, but I got a feeling this is going to be a pretty brutal, kind of hardcore type match. What do you think? And they don't want to put that on. Have they
wrestled that? They have not wrestled at a WrestleMania against each other, right?
I thought they did. I don't know.
Maybe they did.
Yeah. I know they wrestled a tag team together.
I think KO's got to win this. It'll be crazy. He'll do something insane like getting Alabama slammed onto a ladder. He'll win this one so Sammy can win at Mania.
Yeah, I could see that. And I think Kevin needs a win. He's lost too many recently to really be taken seriously, but it should be good. Those guys love wrestling with each other. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Oof. God.
Trish isn't taking another L.
No, yeah.
Trish is not taking anywhere. She takes a lot of losses, and actually, I argued this with some people this week because it's the internet, and that's how you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
But it was talking about Becky, and people were like, we don't, in the comments, people were like, we don't need Becky back. Like, and I said, I think she'd be perfect if she doesn't want a full-time schedule. Let her do that Trish Stratus thing.
Oh yeah,
they need someone for the Rumble. Let her pop in. Let her work 3 or 4 months. Let her be home with her kid, because she can lose. Like, nobody even cares that she lost the NXT title to Lyra Valkyria, or that she lost the Raw title to Liv.
Mm-mm.
She's still Becky Lynch. She's that big that she can get away with that. So
100%.
If she wants to have a full schedule, like, it just makes more room for other people and gives them the rub when she comes around. It's perfect. But yeah, Trish has taken a lot of L's, so I think that she needs the win here. And
I don't know what this is. What is this advancing? Who does? I guess Tiffany just gets to wrestle.
I think you get a little bit. Maybe it's a blow off for the Tiffany and Nia for now, so that she could make way for whoever's probably Charlotte.
I think Charlotte picked Tiffany, so I think that's a go. So maybe she gets involved. Yeah, I believe so. Somebody in the chat can let us know.
Sorry, folks.
No, it's okay. Liv Morgan versus Bianca versus Alexis Bliss versus Bayley versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez. Winner gets a shot at Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 41. If we're going along with that, this is actually a pretty good grouping here. I think Roxanne Perez will really show out. She's got a ton of potential. Naomi is the only one that I'm like, she's in there for a couple spots, and then she's going to be just kind of hanging out in the corner. But I've seen Alexa Black. She actually won the first women's elimination chamber match. I did a little research before we started. She won the Money in the Bank and the elimination chamber the same year, which is pretty fucking crazy. But who do you like in this one?
Dude, no other storylines make sense. You just had Liv and Raquel win the titles. Bianca and Naomi are going to mess each other up now that they've dropped those belts. So it really leaves Alexa, Roxanne, and Bayley. But I can't see Bayley versus Rhea. So Alexa, or do they push Roxanne Perez to the moon, or do they just ride Alexa's return? Even though she is going to be in charge of the Wyatt Six, they're over on SmackDown and she's on Raw.
True.
That's an interesting one. I don't, unless there's a last minute substitution or something like that. But I'm going to pick Alexa just because, I'm so glad she's back. I'm more proud that she's back than Mike Lanham is. and that's
Really?
on that's on record now. Yeah. Sorry, Mike
Yeah.
Lanham.
Sorry, Mike.
You're second place.
He liked him before you did.
What do you think?
I gotta say I'm with you. I was thinking Bianca, but I think we see a Jade Cargill run in and sets up a match between the two of them at WrestleMania, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting match. There's so many different elements here that could go up. I mean, Bayley would be an easy, like, kind of boring choice. I feel like she was just in the main event of WrestleMania.
She got hers
year.
last year. I mean, not that Rhea didn't defend her title, but Bayley. She got it last year. She's. I don't think she needs to be right back in there.
Yeah. Now that Liv's the tag team champ, they'll probably have a tag team match at WrestleMania. So
yeah,
I'll go Bayley, but I don't know. I'm not too confident in it. Tom, you got any thoughts? You still there?
I'm here. Thoughts on what?
We're talking about the women's
women's
Elimination Chamber match.
Oh, I'm a jackass. I am so out of the loop with what's going on right now.
Zoe is gonna hate this episode, dude. She's gonna hate this shit.
she's banging on the wall. She's banging on the
It's
wall
okay.
right now.
This is the real match that matters. This is the main event. John Cena versus Cookie Monster Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus Jake Paul versus Damian Priest versus Seth fucking Rollins for the shot at Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Who do you like here, Tommy Paradise?
John Cena.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to go. I could see it.
I thought Damian got hurt.
That's also not one of Mike Lanham's favorites. We can't ask him. I don't know. There's so many different ways they can go here. It's kind of
give Dominic Mysterio the spot so he could get what he's due. World title shot.
He deserves it. He's put in the months for sure.
He's what, a 26-year vet, dude? Is that how long it's been? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Is that what he said this recently? He's a 20-year vet from
beginning to now. Yeah. It's pretty funny. I like Cena. I think this is Cena's obviously last WrestleMania. So he's going to be in a high-profile match. I can't see him. The rumors are he's going to be in a match with Logan Paul. I think that would be good normally, but not for his last WrestleMania match. But
correct.
What do you think, Nick?
I really like Seth's promo this week, but I don't think anybody wants to watch Seth and Cody. And I think Roman is going to return and absolutely destroy Seth during this match. He won't be in the match, but he's going to destroy Seth.
Because of that double stomp?
Yeah, Drew would be a very boring choice. He was a very boring choice last year against Seth.
Yes.
Do you think they'd ever do... No, did he already wrestle? He already wrestled Logan Paul, didn't he?
Who?
Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Punk or Cena?
I got to say Cena. I think it's Cena. I think it's the easiest way to go, and you can have him lose but still be in a profile match, or you can have him beat...
Great story. I don't think it'll happen, but they were like, what if he sells his soul to Cody? Or to The Rock, and he goes
Cena
heel.
Does?
He goes heel because he's so desperate to get the world title in this year. Is he driven mad and he becomes The Rock's puppet for a couple months?
Evil Cena.
Yeah.
It is interesting because they have The Rock now on television over the last couple of weeks, and he's basically like, I don't know, he's come down from the board of TKO, like almost like challenging Triple H's power over the show. Like, is that going to be addressed? Like, I know Triple H can't wrestle anymore, so are they going to go somewhere with that? Because he's basically making his own matches, like, like he's running the show. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna go Cena. I think we're all going Cena.
All right, then I'm going to say Punk just because.
Just to change it up, be contrarian. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good show. I like these 4-match shows because they're a little bit shorter. I
always feel like I just needed a little more time watching TV, though.
Yeah.
I can't explain, like, what else I needed to see, but I was like, I guess I wish there was one more match. But there's a number of pay-per-views recently that Cody has not wrestled on.
Yeah.
He didn't wrestle at Survivor Series.
Yep.
That's weird. That's weird to me.
Well, it's been going on since Brock was champ. I mean, people complained about it more when Brock was doing it, but I think Roman did the same thing.
Yeah, but that built in for Roman and Brock's heat as opposed to Cody. Just like,
well, it makes Cody's matches feel more special, obviously. So I can't,
he's
can't
a
fault it
fighting
there.
champion. He should be defending the belt every month.
True. Yeah.
That's what I think. There's
Oh.
I have to look at it.
Tom, you still here? No, he's oh my gosh. Wow.
He is out of minutes on his internet this month. folks,
Hopefully,
and he
hopefully get a new AOL disc in the mail. But thank you guys for listening.
Yep.
We'll be back with a recap of Elimination Chamber as we get onto the road to WrestleMania. We'll help Nick handle his purge a little bit more next week, and hopefully we're going to record after those Mattel Creations reveals. That's on March 6th, which is Thursday. So we'll see. I might push it a day. Or I might do a special episode just to recap if it's something cool. But thank you guys for joining us in the chat. Nikki, go to sleep. I know you got to go to work early tomorrow morning. You guys can find us on X at CaveFig. The best place is our Facebook group, part of our Patreon. Patreon.com/FigCave. $1 per month gets you in. $3 gets you all of our bonus episodes and extra entries into our giveaways. For Tommy Paradise, who's not here, I'll say go Ravens. Screw the Patriots, and we'll talk to you guys next week. See ya.
Later. Bye.
Wash your hands and your feet. All right.